go. All right. For those of you who don't know, I start the show off the exact same way every single day. I scream, I say let's go, and then I introduce myself to those new subscribers, new followers, new people who are listening to this podcast for the very first time. My name is Michael DeLu, and I'm the host for Pull Up the Tape, okay? Before I get to the politics of today's show, I would like to ask that whoever you are, wherever you are, however you're watching this or listening to this, please do me a favor and share this podcast with anybody you know. Share. 10 shares. I said it 10 times, bro. Share this podcast with anybody you know that loves sports. It only takes a couple seconds. There's no reason you shouldn't do it. Then also, those of you who are watching this podcast on my YouTube channel, all right, leave a comment, all right? It only takes 1 second. Like this video. It only takes 1 second. Subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell notification. It only takes a couple seconds. There's no reason why you shouldn't be doing it. Come on, man. Let's help me get to 100 subscribers. Help me get to 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, and let's eat. Come on, let's get it. All right. I'm really excited about today's show. Woo! Okay, so earlier in the week, to be exact, what day was it? Today's what day is today? I'm not even sure what day today is. But Liverpool played my favorite team, Chelsea FC, on Wednesday. They played on Wednesday. And before I actually get into the game, let me start by saying, if there's any team in the world that like it should come with some sort of like health warning, like psychological trauma, emotional trauma, mental trauma, it's Chelsea. All right? It's Chelsea. Every week it's a roller coaster of emotions. They're just too damn inconsistent. One week one game we played like we're like one of the best teams in Europe. Another game we play like we belong at the bottom of the Premier League. All right? It's just too damn inconsistent. It just doesn't even make sense. There's just so much to say about how piss poor their performance was, and I just honestly don't have enough time. But let's get into it anyways. So peep this. On the night that Liverpool were going to be presented with the Premier League trophy at Anfield, Chelsea thought they could walk in and play with no sense of urgency and they would win. All right. I'm not actually that's a kind of a false statement because the first 15 to 20 minutes of the game, Chelsea played pretty well. They were attacking. They're putting the pressure on Liverpool. Liverpool honestly wasn't getting too many chances in the first 20 minutes of the game, but man. The whole performance, for those of you for those of you who don't know, the final score of the game was 5-3. So the whole performance on the defensive side of the ball was on. If I could use 3 words to sum it up: atrocious, idiotic, and shameful. We kept the same. And here's the thing about the 11 we picked. It was the same 11 from the FA Cup semifinal against Manchester United. All right, and I understand why Lampard picked the same but what I don't understand is why Christian Pulisic wasn't in the starting 11. Okay, we're gonna get to that later though. Willian, our number 10, looked dead after 20 minutes, and his mistake is what led to Naby Keita's screamer that Kepa couldn't stop. Actually, let me not say that. That's one of the goals that I could understand Kepa not being able to stop. Mason Mount was running around the pitch like he drank a fifth of Hennessy to himself. He did nothing for the entire 60 minutes he was on the field. He did nothing. I can't remember any good thing he did. He didn't do anything productive. Nothing. He looked like he was drunk on Henny. He looked like he drank a fifth of Henny to himself. A fifth of Henny to himself. And this goes back to exactly what I was talking about after my post game reaction to the United game, bro. Some games, Mason Mount looks incredible, and in other games he looks like he belongs in Derby County. It's ridiculous. Like, bro, I've never oh my god. Now I understand how young ladies feel when the dude they're in a relationship with or the dude they're talking to or is pursuing them isn't consistent. It drives you crazy. It's like, yo, one day you want me, one day you don't. One day you're blowing up my phone, one day I barely hear from you. Bro, one day one day Mason Mount's playing good, one day he plays like he's idiotic. It's just too much. Like it's too much. Like it really hurts my soul. I have bro, when Chelsea lose, my day is ruined. I don't like walking around the studio and through my city upset, hot, like because my team lost. Like and my thing is, it's not even about them losing. It's about the performance they give. If they would have played a 1-0 game, if they would have lost 1-0, I would have. That's a great game played by Chelsea. I can't even remember the last time we. Oh, actually, I do remember the last time we kept the clean sheet. No, actually, I don't remember the last time we kept the clean sheet. Can't remember. I can't remember what's the last game. Because that doesn't happen often anymore. That rarely happens. We never keep clean sheets. I felt bad for Giroud because both the people he was playing up front with looked absolutely incompetent. This was a huge game. Why wasn't Christian Pulisic? Why wasn't Christian Pulisic starting? Why, Frank? Why did you wait till the 60th minute to bring him on? Jorginho, who we all know is unathletic and a joke at covering up center backs. A joke. Goes for a stupid challenge instead of trying to hold up the play against Andy Roberts, who is blazing fast. Andy Roberts dribbles right past him, sends it across to Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, and he scores. Another boo-boo by Kepa. Chelsea fans, do you guys remember when we were actually like good at defending? You know, back in when we had Mourinho, Conte, even when Gus Hiddink was the interim manager. You guys remember that when we were actually good at defending? When we had players like Ashley Cole, Branislav Ivanovic, John Terry, Gary Cahill. You know, players like that. Petr Cech, a good, competent goalkeeper. When teams struggle to break us down, when we will only give up like one goal and had multiple clean sheets per season, now teams are smashing in 5, 4, 3. Three's a regular. Three happens like every game. Two happens every game. I can't even remember the last time we gave up. Oh, one goal was the FA Cup. 0 goals. I can't remember. I honestly cannot remember off the top of my head the last time we had a clean sheet. Cannot. Definitely hasn't happened since the restart. I know that for a fact. Or if it did, probably was like the very first or second game. When you look at the goals we gave up, it's just a bunch of personal mistakes. Willian, bad positioning, Kepa, bad leadership, Aspie, and we have a terrible keeper. Kepa is not good enough. Rudiger is not good enough. Zuma is not good enough. Christensen is not good enough. Alonso is not good enough. Get rid of these players, okay? Frank, the board, Marina, Granite Sky, get rid of all these players. We need a new keeper. We need new center backs. You can keep Reece James. I like Reece James. Keep Reece James. We need new center backs. All the center backs we have are terrible. Terrible. Oh, my God. Just terrible. Terrible. But the saving grace is we only needed 1 point to qualify for Champions League next year. But unfortunately, with the way Chelsea FC is ran and the way the players like to, give the fans heart attacks and angina, which is chest pain, I had to wait until Sunday. And now on Sunday, I'll be rooting for Manchester United to beat Leicester City. Chelsea only need a draw. And if Christian Pulisic doesn't start, oh, man. If Christian Pulisic doesn't start, no, he's going to start. He honestly not even deserve it. Christian Pulisic has a starting spot in the Chelsea 11 from now until forever. There's no reason why he shouldn't start every single game. The only games he shouldn't start is if you feel like he's tired and needs rest. Other than that, he should be starting every single game. Every single game. For the rest of the season. And Christian Pulisic is probably one of the few players that has that should already have a locked up starting spot in next year's starting 11. Okay? He needs to have a starting spot in next year's starting 11. All right? That's a no-brainer. All right? Let's handle business on Sunday. Let's beat Wolves. Let's hope let's hope. Let's beat Wolves and let's hope Manchester United helps us out and beats Leicester City. Okay, both these games are running at the same time, so this is going to be a interesting one. All right, so to my next topic. So it was discussed on what show is that? So Pro Football Focus releases a list of the highest graded QBs of the decade. All right? And guess who was the top? No. I know most people would assume it's Patrick Mahomes, but I mean, in reality, Patrick Mahomes only played 2 seasons or 3 seasons of this decade. 2 seasons of this decade, actually. So, I mean, he was in the league since 2017, but he only played 2. So, obviously, the no-brainer was, it's not a no-brainer. Aaron Rodgers was number 1. Patrick Mahomes was actually number 2. Nick Foles was 3. Well, no, Nick Foles and Patrick Mahomes were tied for 2. Eli was 4, and Russell Wilson was 5. For those of you who don't know, Pro Football, this is a rating of playoff QBR. So your QBR in the playoffs. And Aaron Rodgers came in number 1. But the question has been circulating and it's been asked, as good as Aaron Rodgers is is it seen as did he underachieve the fact that he was only able to go to 1 Super Bowl? And I'm here to say, unfortunately, as much as I love Aaron Rodgers and think he is him, he's him. He is him. He's that dude. Unfortunately, even though I do think that he is him, I have to keep it 100 and say he did underachieve. Big time. Peyton Manning last decade went to the Super Bowl 3 times. No. Yeah, actually, Peyton Manning's been to 4 Super Bowls and won 2. So Peyton Manning went to Super Bowl 3 times in the 2010s. 2010, when they lost to the Saints. 2014, when they lost to the Seahawks. And 2016, when they beat the Panthers. So that's 3 trips in 10 years for him. Tom Brady. It seemed like he went to the Super Bowl every year. Tom Brady he went 2015, 2017, 2018. Tom Brady won 3 years, won twice. Russell Wilson went 2 years, won once. Matt Ryan went once. Patrick Mahomes almost went twice. So given that, I honestly can say, for as good as Aaron Rodgers is and how much he impacts the game, he definitely underachieved by only. And I've always said this and thought, I'm like, man, Aaron Rodgers would probably be considered like the greatest quarterback ever if he could win one more Super Bowl. But unfortunately, he's only been able to win one. So, as good as he is, and the fact that, I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of good quarterbacks don't even win one. Dan Marino. There's a lot of good quarterbacks that don't win Super Bowls. Dan Marino being one of them. I can name, who else can I name? Matt Ryan, Phillip Rivers. Who else? Man, Andrew Luck. There's a good amount of dudes that never won Super Bowl. Alex Smith never won a Super Bowl. But in the case of Aaron Rodgers, he definitely underachieved. Like, if you really look at it, like, what year was that? 2015. 2015. I think that was the year they were. No. That's not 2015. 2012. 2012 was the year they were 15-1. And I know this because it was the year after they won the Super Bowl and they lost to the Chiefs. The only game of the season they lost was in like week 15 or week 16 to the Chiefs at Lambeau. That year they were 15-1. Their team was even better than the team they had last year that won the Super Bowl. And they lost to the Giants in the divisional round of the playoffs. I think Akeem Nicks caught a Hail Mary pass at the end at the end of halftime. And then the Giants went on to beat the Tom Brady I forgot about that one. Tom Brady went to the Super Bowl 4 years. He also went in 2012. So 2012, 2015, 2017, 2018. No, 2017. Yeah, 2017. No. Ooh, wait. No. 2012 against the Giants. 2015 against the Seahawks. 2017 against the Falcons. 2018 against the Eagles. And 2019 against the that was 5 times. He went 5 times and he won twice. Yeah, he went 5 times and won twice. All right, so even him. What was the point I was trying to make? Yeah, the year that they had, I think the best team that Aaron Rodgers has ever been on was that 2011, 2012 team. The year after they won Super Bowl, they were 15-1. They lost to the Giants in the division round. I can't all the way blame it on Aaron Rodgers because I feel like the Green Bay Packers have also kind of employed the same managerial tactics that the Cleveland Cavaliers had when they had LeBron James, as well as the Barcelona. Teams that have a really good player and then they just feel like, you know what, we're a really good. Their best players like exceptionally well. We're gonna see how good he takes us with the least bit of talent we give him. And I kind of honestly feel like Green Bay did that. Like for the majority of Aaron Rodgers' career, he didn't really have a good, competent running back. Eddie Lacy, sorry for the wait, he was kind of heavy. Aaron Jones, they just got him from who did they even have from? He played with a lot of scrub running backs. His offensive line has always been suspect, and his defense has always been like close to garbage. And there's a couple wasted seasons somewhere in the 2010s because of his. I think he had a collarbone injury twice. I remember one year they lost to the Falcons in the division. Oh, the year the Falcons went to the Super Bowl in 2017, they got blown out by the Falcons and at the Georgia Dome. Crazy, but honestly, Aaron Rodgers unfortunately has underachieved, and Aaron Rodgers might low-key have one like, I'm not gonna say a disappointing career, but if he doesn't ever get back to the Super Bowl again or win another Super Bowl, a lot of people will make the case that he kind of had a disappointing career and wasn't able, I don't know. I just feel like somebody as good as him should have been able to take his team to more Super Bowls than they've went to. Even somebody like Drew Brees. Low-key, it's been 10 years since Drew Brees went to a Super Bowl. 10 years. Bro, 10 years ago I was 15. 10 years? Come on, man. So, Let's get to my last topic. And I'm so happy to report on this. So, I'm really happy to report on this. The NBA has started inter-squad scrimmages. The Lakers played today, a little later in the day. But yesterday, or was it 2 days ago, the Clippers beat the Magic, the Pelicans played the Nets, and the Nuggets played the Wizards. So once I'm done recording the podcast, I'm gonna get to that. And the Lakers are playing the Mavs later today. And I'm really excited to. Oh my God! Yes. Everything is slowly coming back. Yes. It's been 4 months since we've seen high level basketball being played, so I'm just really stoked. I'm excited. Oh man! And next week kicks off the season. The Jazz are playing the Pelicans. And the Lakers are playing the Clippers. Boo. But I'm really excited. I'm just so happy. Like everything is like finally coming into fruition. These games are being played. I want to give a shout out to Bobo. Apparently he had yesterday was the first NBA game he's ever played. And it was honestly a great, oh my God. Kemp was so garbage. It was honestly a great performance. Like he put up 16 points. I think it was like almost like low-key, almost a triple-double. I just remember seeing some of the highlights of him. He grabbed the rebound and then walked into a step-in three. Walked into a pull-up three. Whoosh him. Bottom of the net. Oh, his teammates went crazy. So I'm really happy for him. Just it's really good to see basketball back. Like honestly, I don't even know how much, and I want to commend the NBA for the route they're taking, the way that they were able to put all this stuff together. As soon as a player arrives, before a player can even come to the bubble, they have to test negative 4 days in a row. 4 days in a row, and then upon entering a bubble, they must quarantine themselves. For at least they must before they come to the bubble, they must test negative for 4 days, and then upon entering the bubble they have to quarantine for 4 days, and they continue to test negative before they then introduce to the general public. So whoever came up with that idea, you're brilliant. It's incredible to see that, and honestly I'm not surprised because the NBA has probably the most competent commissioner in all of sports and all of the major leagues. So MLB and the NFL probably has the most hated commissioner, but I mean, it's no secret that nobody likes Roger Goodell. Jesus, Kepa Arrizabalaga is so garbage. One thing before I wrap up today's podcast. If you are Spanish, like you're from Spain, I honestly feel extremely sad for you. You have Kepa Arrizabalaga and David De Gea fighting for the number one for Spain. Good luck winning a trophy. Good luck even getting out of the group stage with them as your any major tournament. Good luck getting out of the group stage with them as your goalkeeper. Oh my God, they're letting in goal. Do you guys remember how piss poor David De Gea was in 2018? Do you guys remember that World Cup? The 2018 World Cup against Portugal, he let in like it was comedy. He let in like 3 goals. Kepa is garbage. It's crazy. Last season the verdict was still out on Kepa. Like, he struggles from time to time. But this season, I don't know what it was. He said, "Oh, Frank Lampard's the new manager." Oh, let me act out. Low-key, I should have realized something was wrong with Kepa when he didn't. It's funny. I was one of the people who was defending Kepa when he didn't come off the pitch in the Carabao Cup final against Manchester City. I was defending Kepa he wasn't hurt. It was a miscommunication. Sarri thought he was hurt. Sarri was hot. He was hot. But at that point, that's when I knew Kepa's probably not that guy. And then But I mean, he's still better than Caviero. I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know who's better between him and Caviero. I wonder who's going to start on Sunday versus Wolves. But for those of you who are watching this podcast on for those of you who are listening to this podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, do me a favor and share. Keep sharing my podcast with people you know that love sports. Share it with anybody you know that loves soccer, football, basketball, MMA. Share. And for those of you who are watching my podcast on my YouTube channel, Pull Up the Tape, please, like I'll beg if I have to, like this video, comment on the video, subscribe to my channel if you're already not, and hit the bell notification. You feel me? I only had 29 subscribers as of the recording of this video, so I know a lot of people aren't subscribed. So come on now, if you see this for the first time, hey, rock with your boy. Feel me? Help me shake the room up. Help me make a movie. Help me go viral. Bow.